Are you ready?
Yeah. Yes! Woo! You know.
What's up, all you WrestleTrivia maniacs? I'm your host, Kevin J. Callis.
Yeah!
And you're watching episode 59 of Wrestling Jeopardy, the ultimate interactive game show where you're the contestant.
From this moment on, this will be the moment. Starting now.
Let's just get this over with.
And here are the categories that you'll be quizzed on, starting with Life After Wrestling, followed by In el nombre de Padre, de Hijo, de Espíritu Santo, Holier Than Thou. Don't forget your lotion. We're headed to Spray Tan City. Our fourth category is Sea to Shining Sea. And our fifth and final category, as always, is our member category of the week. And if you want to support the channel and have your voice heard by voting in this weekly poll, then click on that join button below.
Get on!
The choices this week were everybody's favorite Wrestling Jeopardy category, anagrams, before and after, or name that theme. And not surprisingly, anagrams got a big fat goose egg, which means the fifth category for this episode is before and after. And that sound means it's time for the 200-point jobber round. We have a couple easy clues to begin the game, and we start with Life After Wrestling for 200. Since his retirement in 2003, this wrestler has kept busy hosting reality television shows like the Broken Skull Challenge, Redneck Island, and Tough Enough. Now, a couple weeks ago during one of my AMAs, I got this question: if you could have any WWE superstar to present a category, who would you want and what category would it be? And I chose Stone Cold.
And why would you want to do that, Kevin?
I don't know. I mean, I think you're really cool.
What?
Look, I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole of you chanting what's and all this stuff. We just started the game. Everybody wants to keep playing. The correct answer here: who is Stone Cold Steve Austin? Time to move on to the second clue of the jobber round from Holier Than Thou. Preaching positivity and communal clapping, this eccentric trio implored the WWE Universe to feel the power. Good times back in the day when these three were all buddies. Who are the New Day? Time for a little trip to Spray Tan City for 200. Kevin Owens recently tweeted this WWE superstar asking if he planned on getting an absolutely insane spray tan job to fit in with his new bros, Bron Breakker and Paul Heyman. Who is Seth freaking Rollins? Up next is Sea to Shining Sea, and how this category works is that the answer will be a word that starts with the letter C and ends with the letter C.
C.
So for 200, Jeff Hardy is this type of enigma. And that would be, what is charismatic? The final clue of the job around is from before and after. The most flamboyant and charismatic superstar of the 1940s and 50s, and WWF's green-tongued animal with a voracious appetite for turnbuckles. Who is gorgeous George the Animal Steel? Alright, the job around is complete and you've leveled up, hopefully with the perfect score of 1,000 points. And if you're not keeping track of your score, or you're just tallying up how many questions you've gotten correct in the first round, that would be how many?
5.
Gotcha. We move on to the 400-point round now, and it starts with another clue from Life After Wrestling. Proving over the course of his career in ECW and WWE that size doesn't matter, this half-brother of Bubba Ray and Devon helps individuals and families manage their money as a financial advisor. Sure, size doesn't matter inside the squared circle, but it absolutely does when we're talking about the size of your portfolio. Trading in his short-term singles career for long-term gains is Spike Dudley. Let's be like Hozier and go to church for 400. Dressed in his signature white suit, this red-faced preacher man spread his good word of love to WWE fans during the late 1980s and early 1990s. Currently, Bruce Pritchard is a creative corporate force behind the scenes at WWE, but 30 years ago, he was Brother Love. And here comes a bonus question worth 400 points. Brother Love wasn't the only character Pritchard portrayed on camera, with Bruce rounding out his multiple personas as Rio Rogers, a satire of this superstar. Oh brother, Brother Love impersonating the Mac Dream? The correct answer, who is Dusty Rhodes? On to your second spray tan of the game. From eating spinach salads to weekly spray tanning regimens, it took a lot of work for Marseille and Mansois to be this. What are maximum male models?
He's actually extremely pale, but nobody's ever seen it. Well, I have.
LOL.
From sea to shining sea brings us to this clue for 400. Often associated with tournaments, it follows words like cruiserweight, continental, and wrestling. What is classic? The final clue of the 400s brings us to before and after, WCW's Fat Chick Thriller and WWE's Karma. Who is Mike Awesome Kong? Alright, 10 clues down, 15 to go, plus the Daily Double and Final Jeopardy. Let's keep this game rolling along with Life After Wrestling for 600. This legit tough guy was a lethal weapon during the Attitude Era, but nowadays he operates a bail bonds agency in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He's as cold as ice. Who is Steve Mother Effin' Blackman? Here comes another holier-than-thou clue for 600. After being drafted to SmackDown as part of WWE's initial brand extension, this tag team specialist was anointed Vince McMahon's spiritual advisor. He even had a deacon named Batista carrying around a box of collections. Hey, I wonder whatever happened to that guy. Anywho, testify, my brothers and sisters, who is Reverend Devon? Let's move on to Spray Tan City for the halfway point of the game. Let me douse my brow here. Make sure I don't have any lines from the spray tanning. That's the category once again. Spray Tan City. Place your wager now. Alright, time is up. Here's this episode's Daily Double Clue. In the middle of their 2014 feud over the Intercontinental title, this WWE superstar shared some rather compromising photos of The Miz getting a butt spray tan courtesy of his stunt double Damien Sandow.
There's not enough spray tan in the world to spray into my eyes to help me unsee that picture, Miz.
Who is Dolph Ziggler? Alright, let's seize the moment and see if you can give me the correct answer here. It precedes Cross in Sheamus's homage to Razor Ramon. What is Celtic? And the final clue of the 600-point round belongs to before and after, menacing Dutch WWE superstar and Jade Lethal's tribute to Randy Savage. Who is Alistair Black Machismo? Ooh, yeah, I hope you're the cream of the crop so far in this game. Let's see how you do as we increase the difficulty now with the 800-point round. It's Life After Wrestling. Known for his flamboyant character, this former stylist for Billy and Chuck transitioned into law enforcement, becoming a Las Vegas police officer. clad in leopard print and perfectly coiffed hair. Who is Rico? Here comes your fourth holier than thou clue of the game. In 2006, Vince McMahon wanted God to get jiggy with it. So instead of a church music playing during the Almighty's entrance, an instrumental version of this theme played at Backlash.
At Backlash?
That's what I said, at Backlash.
Backlash.
Never mind, here's the clue. And the correct answer, this theme was used by both Ernest the Cat Miller and Brodus Clay. What is Somebody Call My Mama?
Come on, God!
McMahon wants God to get jiggy with it.
Here comes the 800-point clue from Spray Tan City. Back in 2022, Matt Cardona offered up some unsolicited spray tanning advice to this fellow Long Islander and former AEW World Champion. Speaking to Liam Alexander Stewart from Inside the Ropes, Cardona said,
I don't know what kind of spray he's using. His hands always look kind of funky with a tanner. Come to me, I'll help you out.
Which was in reference to MJF, who is Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Here comes C to Shining C for 800. Wrestlers like to drop these messages on social media in order to keep some element of surprise going for the fans. In an industry that thrives on unpredictability, what is cryptic? Last clue before the main event 1,000-point round brings us to before and after NXT's resident mean girl and AEW's inaugural TBS champion. Who is Cora Jade Cargill? And we've reached the most difficult round in Wrestling Jeopardy.
My zone.
These 5 questions are guaranteed to put your knowledge to the test. So let's jump in and kick things off with the final clue from Life After Wrestling. This multiple-time women's champion turned her passion for animals into a business, opening Downtown Dog in San Juan Island, Washington in 2007. Inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2018, who is Ivory? On to Holier Than Thou for the final time. According to this religious zealot, sin eats away at the soul of society like a ravenous cancer, devouring it until there's nothing left but a black, vast hole of despair. Hear me, fear me. Those words were spoken by the Pale Rider, who is Mordecai. And we have more to come. It's your final time to hit that tanning salon for 1,000. A couple of Jersey Shore-esque meatheads who became 2-time Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Jesse Godderz and Robbie E, were better known by this moniker. Truth be told, these guys were doing booms like a decade before AJ and Big Justice, who were the Bromans. 2 clues left on the board. Let's check out C to Shining C for the final time. Before arenas began selling their naming rights to large corporations, indoor wrestling events in US cities like Baltimore, Philadelphia, and Poughkeepsie were held in these centers. A palindromic word meaning referring to cities. The correct answer, what is civic? After this clue, we're on to Final Jeopardy, but before, let's close out the board. 1/2 of the Killer Bees and B. Priestley's WWE persona. Who is B. Brian Blair Davenport? This is the moment starting now where hopefully you'll be rewarded for all of that useless wrestling knowledge that's bouncing around in your brain. This episode's final Jeopardy category is Pyromaniacs. All right, time is up. Here's the final clue of the game. Disguised as Goldust, this wrestler once surprised Kane by blasting him in the face with a flamethrower. Was it A, China, B, Triple H, C, The Undertaker, or D, X-Pac? Good luck. Just look at that schnoz. I mean, it's a dead giveaway. Who is Triple H? And that does it for another episode of Wrestling Jeopardy. Thanks so much for watching. My name's Kevin J. Callis, and I'll see you next time.